Soul Tribe. Hello, Soul Family. Welcome. Welcome to this channel where we heal and integrate because consciousness is the new frontier. We are healing, removing distorted perceptions from our psyche. We are integrating, remembering the truth of who we are. And who we are is the divine human spirit, connected to God, to life, to each other, connected to all that is. Welcome. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share these videos with kindred spirits. All right. Today we are going to be looking into how narcissists gaslight you about narcissism. Have you noticed that there is a group of people that will react a particular way with regards to this whole topic of narcissism? It's like it does not matter how much you try to convince them, how much evidence you present before them, how hard you try to paint a clear and concise picture before them with regards to narcissism. They'll always have something negative to say that will always place you in that position whereby the narcissist somehow still manages to remain above reproach, whereas you are somehow faulted for either not having enough boundaries or not seeing things right, or perhaps for imagining things, or whatever it is that you would be presenting before these people with regards to narcissism. It will somehow be your fault. And so these 9 points that I'm going to be sharing with you will be speaking to the ways through which these people will gaslight you. And here we are talking about narcissists and their minions. And when you are dealing with these two, there's no difference. The experience is almost always the same. You walk away from the conversation feeling invalidated, feeling gaslighted. And we are going to be unpacking that language of gaslight in today's video. So let's dive right into it. Number one, they will say there's no such thing. You know, you are crazy. You are imagining things. You are too sensitive. You are blowing things out of proportion. And yet, whilst they're busy saying that, you look around you and everything is falling apart. And it's like, no, it's just another day in paradise. There's no such thing as narcissism. There's nothing wrong here. Everything is okay. It's perfectly normal. You know, and you wonder, how can anyone possibly look at our world and think everything is normal? Number two, okay, there is narcissism, but we are all narcissists. And here's the thing. As human beings, we have both the ego and the Christ essence, and there's nothing wrong with it. However, this ego is always meant to be kept in check by the Christ essence within us. And the Christ essence within us is the Spirit of God that lives in us. It's that sense of connection to the world, to life, to each other, to everything that exists. The Christ essence is able to do that through empathy. So when we have empathy within us, we are able to see ourselves and each other as separate. And at the same time, we are also still able to see where we are connected. And so the problem with the narcissists is that they have completely disconnected themselves from their empathy, from their higher consciousness. And so they only see themselves as separate. So now this statement that says we're all narcissists, what it's doing is that it is trivializing the true nature and impact of narcissism. And it's trying to paint humanity with one brush of, madness and toxicity. And here's the thing, we are not all narcissists. We are not all trying to destroy people's souls. We are not all trying to destroy people's lives. We are not doing that. Narcissists are. And remember, Soul Tribe, Soul Family, whenever it is that I say narcissist here on this channel, I'm really referring to all the dark personality types. So it doesn't matter how it shows up, whether it shows up as psychopathy or sociopathy or as borderline. It does not matter. What matters is the fact that a person has somehow shut themselves off from their own emotional state, from their own empathy. And they're only operating from that state where they are out to destroy other people And it gives them pleasure to do that. They get a high from seeing other people getting destroyed. And so this is a gaslight. No, we are not all narcissists. Some of us still have empathy. Number 3, then they'll say, okay, we are not all narcissists, but narcissists aren't all that bad. Have you heard that? Are you sure it's as bad as you're making it out to be? You know, this is what enablers of narcissists and narcissists will say to gaslight you. You know, are you sure the problem was that bad? Are you sure that issue is that bad? You know, are you sure whatever it is that they did to you is as horrible as you are painting it out to be? And here's the thing. As they are busy saying that, the reality of the situation is that what the narcissist has done to you is 10 times worse than what you are even describing. Number 4, then they'll say, okay, they're bad. All right, I get it. But even if they are that bad, what would they be wanting from you? Why would they be doing this to you? What would they be wanting from you? What is it about you that they could possibly want to destroy? They are trying to say that you have nothing of worth whatsoever that a narcissist could be wanting, that anyone could be wanting to destroy. You have nothing whatsoever that anyone could be jealous of, that anyone could be envious of. Certainly not the mighty narcissist, because the mighty narcissist would, of course, be so busy taking over the world. They wouldn't be interested in puny little you, right? That's a gaslight. I mean, and it's also an insult. And of course, the narcissist has targeted you because you are an empath. And I know that the world, once again, and narcissist enablers will be saying, no, narcissists are not targeting empaths. They target anyone. Here's the thing. Why would a narcissist target anyone that does not have emotions for them to be able to extract? Emotions that they can siphon. So before they are interested in the money that you might have, that they might try to take, before they are interested in the fact that you might make them look good in society and so forth, before any of those things, they are first interested in the energy that you can generate, emotional energy. And this is what narcissists want. This is what narcissists feed off, because they are not able to generate this for themselves. So it's a gaslight to say, what is it that you could possibly have? You have energy. You are still connected to the live stream. That's what you have. Yeah, at first, they knock on any door, but what they are looking for really is an empath, a wounded empath. Number 5. So you're an empath, huh? You think you're special, huh? Who's the narcissist now? This is how you are gaslighted as an empath by narcissists and their enablers. Because once again, it's wrong for you to call yourself an empath, isn't it? Yeah. Here's the thing. If there is such a thing as a narcissist in the world, then there is such a thing as an empath. You understand? Because if there is this level of evil in the world that lives in a form of a human being, you best believe there is that opposing level of goodness in the world. And there we are talking about empaths. I need someone to clap their hands right now for themselves if you are an empath. You are a counterforce to narcissism if you're an empath. But of course, narcissists would like to gaslight you and make you feel like you are a narcissist for acknowledging who you are. You are not saying you are more special than anyone else. Empaths are some of the most humble human beings I've ever come across. So you're not trying to elevate yourself. You're not trying to do anything. I mean, for heaven's sake, you're not even trying to attack narcissists. All you are doing is just spreading love and light. And you just so happen to be wounded by this narcissist. And you have even been gaslighted to forget who you are. And now that you are remembering who you are being gaslighted with regards to that as well. You are an empath. You are connected to the live stream. So not only are you connected to life, not only are you connected to other human beings, but you are also connected to God. You are connected to divinity. Narcissists and their enablers will not want you to understand this. Because the narcissist wants you to think that once they finish you off, that's the end of you. They don't want you to know that you can still rise from the ashes like a phoenix because of the Christ essence within you that lives very powerfully and very strongly because of that empathy. Number 6, they will say, okay, fine. I can see that what I've done is evil, is horrible, but you made me do it. Or the enablers will be saying, what did you do to provoke that kind of behavior from that person? What did you do? You must have done something to deserve that. That's a gaslight. There's this tendency of narcissists and their enablers to blame victims for whatever it is that narcissists have done. Number 7, then they will say, oh, yes, it's evil, but don't call it demonic. That's religious ignorance and it's mean. So they can go right ahead and literally just, turn the world upside down, destroy many lives. They can go ahead and do that. And then we have to still tiptoe around them, right? We still have to, be careful not to bruise their egos. Number 8. Okay, fine. It's demonic, but it's not their fault. They've had a bad life. Something bad happened to them when they were children. I want to ask you this question. How many people do you know who have never ever had to deal with any trauma in their childhood? Why is it that there's always an excuse for narcissists and what they are doing? Who is it that is always embellishing everything that has to do with narcissism? It's narcissists and their enablers, of course. Number 9, and the final point. You are not a mental health professional. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know anything. Who are you to start exposing them? They need to find something wrong with you. So when you come across such kind of people who gaslight you in this kind of way, know that you are not dealing with safe human beings. And so you are better off moving along to find yourself a better source of support than these people. Because these people will only perpetuate your mental anguish. They will only make you feel worse. You will not walk away from your encounter with them feeling refreshed, feeling supported, feeling like there is hope, feeling like there is a solution to the challenge that you are dealing with. You will walk away from them worse off than you were before you had an encounter with them. Thank you so much for spending time with me on this transmission, Soul Tribe, Soul Family. Remember, consciousness is the new frontier. Until next time, namaste.